Hey everyone, Burton's back and we're continuing in Skyrim. The Hagraven War, the 9th one, is actually still going on, so I think we're just going to let that tick on over. We do have a little bit of a problem at the moment. We are actually over on our vassal limit. So we've got a maximum of 32. We're currently at 37. Our laws, with the fact that we are on, I think it's minimal centralization. Yep, we are. That gives us a vassal limit bonus of plus 10. We can't do anything about that because as we expand, our vassal limit would actually decrease a little bit there. Now, there's a couple of quick things that we can do. Firstly, I just noticed there we no longer have a Chancellor, so let's start by getting ourselves a Chancellor. And we'll have a look at the best steward we can. At the moment, we're quite limited with stewards, so let's see who we've actually got in our court who isn't married at the minute. So let's do that. Let's have him as a man. Oh, and looks like we've got my nephew, and we've also got Bran, who's my grandson. We'll go ahead with Bran. We'll try and get him married to someone who's very good at this. So we've got a 19 rated person. We'll do that and then we'll appoint her as our steward. Before we start giving away some of these titles, I think we need to be improving diplomatic relations. So let me just make sure that no one really hates us too much. Glalius. Well, we've got a plan for Glalius. I might actually be giving him some land. Okay, so we've got the Chief of Volskag, which is over here. There it is. So let's send you there to improve relations with that. Now, before we start giving away this land, we've got to educate a couple of kids. So let's go ahead and do that. So in fact, what's she good at? She's actually not bad in diplomacy. Let's try and get someone who's got decent diplomacy and learned skill. Giannis, 19 and 10, you'll do for this. Who have we got next? Someone who's very good at martial for her age. She's only 11 years old, so let's see what we can do for her. Emilius. Or we could do for one of the barons and try and improve opinion at the same time. Now obviously he's of Old God, so we don't want to be doing anything with that. We've got the Duke of Ravenhall, also Old God, so we're not going to be touching him. Baroness, there we go. We'll send her off to the Baroness. Cola. Who are all these people? They're of my dynasty, but I don't know their exact relation, so I'm not going to be too bothered about you. Intrigue and learning. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got a Prior of Sky Temple. I think that might be a quick win there. And Dorian. Now Dorian is my grandson. He's actually quite good at learning himself, so we are going to try our best to find someone good for him. I think maybe Glalius might be a winner with this one. Glalius, I believe, is good at intrigue. There he is. Not the best at learning, so this might not be the best idea for us. But needless to say, we've gone ahead and we've educated the children, so that has disappeared. Now on for the plan. Now Glalius is actually someone who sits in Eastmarch. Now Eastmarch, you can see here, is actually quite segregated. The Duchy of Whiterun actually holds some of it, as does the Ghost Sea Merchant, so we can't actually give him the land in this particular territory. But Glalius, my half-brother, also has the Rift. Now I think there's plenty of places around here. I mean, Ravenstead's with us, Rakun's with us, Forlost, Luston Pass. I think we're actually going to give him the land, but we're not going to create the title. So let's go ahead and start awarding him this. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I do quite like him. Don't forget, he's got a shadowy past as well, so it might be somewhat interesting. So let's go ahead and transfer some vassalages over to him. So let's zoom out a bit. So what have we got first? Ravenstead. There we go. Let's get him another one transferred over. Rakun's next. Where's that? There it is. Forlost. Where's Forlost? There it is. And Uston Pass. Now he better like us after all this. But I'm not going to be creating any of the duchies as of yet. So his opinion of us, unsurprisingly, is now 100. Now that brings us down to 33 on the vassal limit now. So we're still one over, but we do have a focus on carousing. So our diplomacy is going to increase. It's already increased by 3, so hopefully we'll be able to get some sort of some sort of bonus on top of that. Maybe an event that will push us up one more, but I think that should be enough for the time being. Right, let's get this lady to court, and then we can go ahead and get ourselves a steward, and then we can decide where we're going to be going next. Now, someone mentioned that we did have this area up here, maybe we should go ahead and take Winterhold. Now, Winterhold I'm not overly keen on taking because the Kingdom of Camlorn over here have actually been quite good to us. We've got ourselves quite a good relation with them, so I think we might leave them till dead last. But has she come over yet? Let's have a look. They're probably still waiting. Oh, there we go, now she's come over. Excellent. So, what we need to do, I think we're going to have surveying the province. Oh, where was it someone said survey the province to find the crown? I really can't remember. Put it in the comments. Remind me where it was we surveyed the province I could possibly find a crown of Skyrim. I really can't recall. Let me just have a quick look around. Ironbinds maybe? Covignons. Was it Covignons? Oh, we'll try it. We'll do Sarthor because that's the only other place that we have at the moment. I think it was Covignons. Let me know. Right, so we also need to start converting some people. Is she really the best we've got? No, we've got Mavis, Fjorgist. No, I don't like Fjorgist. Galil's a little bit less. Let's have a look at our religions then. So over in this particular area of the Old Gods, that's what we're going to be looking at converting. Now, we want you to actually... It's a shame we can't convert it at the moment. It's because we're still at war, right? We're going to have to wait for this war to end, unfortunately. And then we're going to start converting these Old Gods lands. Right, let's start speeding things up a little bit, because we are just going to be waiting for the time being. Now, in terms of factions, we've got the usual faction, we've got Independence, and we've also got someone wanting Prince Glalius for Skyrim. And unsurprisingly, it's Prince Glalius. He's backing himself. Which I'm not too fussed about, to be honest, because if it does come for elective succession again, because right now we're not on elective, we're on agnatic, cognatic, gravel kinds, which will split the titles amongst my children, which ideally we wouldn't want. That's how we kind of get in a little bit of a mess. We can't change anything just yet because we need to have reigned for at least 10 years, be at peace, and have no vassal with negative opinion of us. Now, I think we're pretty fine with this. I think we might have one, yeah. And we're already working on him, so you never know. We might be able to change that, but if elective comes about, oh, we can usurp something. Can we? Are they at war? Yes, they're at war. Okay. Well, we can't usurp that then. So let's wait for the army to come back. I think we've got more than enough men. I'm actually just going to go straight ahead. So Clovian Estates. Oh, we've got some men somewhere. Personal levies in Daggerfall. Ah. Why do I always forget that? So what have we got in Daggerfall? Oh, we've got Brick. That's crazy. In fact, you know what? We can actually give that to someone. It is it's so far away. It's put everything right down. Who have we got here? We've got King Kill of Dragonfall. Yeah. I think that we might give this to a family member. Do we have anyone who's still alive? So Theodars is my son and currently heir. He's not very good, but his child is Mercer Cruelty. Mercer's not too bad. I'm not going to give it to him though, he's in the line of succession. We've got Dorian. You know what, I'll wait for an event to come up with someone asking me for a title and then I'll actually just give them Briek. Right, so Colovians, let's go ahead and declare a war. Now it brings up two wars here, so we've got Unite Skyrim, so the Duchy of Brittleshin, which unfortunately for us is just this region here, or we can take Phalke Reef. I think we're probably going to have to try Phalke Reef, aren't we? Because there's not anything that we can do. We can't really do anything that takes the entire portion of land, which is somewhat of a shame. So let's do Phalke Reef. And we'll see exactly what we're going to be up against. I don't think it's going to be too much because we've very recently been over and actually we took the capital last time. So let's just get everyone straight on in, and we'll start in Brittleshin Pass, I think, yeah. So they've only got 30 men, so that's already looking better for us. Dunmarch, army of 40 are heading on in. Let's speed things right up with this. Oh, my daughter has died under suspicious circumstances. What's going on here? Righteous imprisonment of Duke Geller, the cheat of Whiterun. Why? He's a leader of a plot. What's the plot? Got an independence, known plots, got kidnap, fabricate evidence. No, I'm fine. I don't really trust the Furgist. Well, a shame my daughter's died. We still have another daughter, right? Oh, we've got another 2. We've got Fianna and we've got Jolie. It's a shame Bethella has died. What have we lost with Bethella? She wasn't actually married. God, we haven't had much luck with children, have we? So normal city taxes has been approved there. That's not too much of a consideration for me. Right, so it looks like we were in the first battle here. Obviously they've got the hills on their side, but they didn't help too much. So let's get everyone on in. Now, they are going to throw an army at us, but I think... Oh, Gallius has got a nickname. He's called the Wicked now. You need to be careful on Gallius. Maybe we just created a monster. Why is he the Wicked? He was already cruel when he gave him everything. Cynical, deceitful. And he's a journeyman assassin, okay. There we go, Bran. Have a guess what you're going to be getting. We're going to give you Breck. There you go, Bran. So we've got an open council position for Stuart. It's his wife because he's buggered off to Breck. Well, we kind of should have thought that one through. Doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to go ahead and get... yeah, we'll just do you. Province. We'll get you back over here. Promise to arrange it. Yes, I've just given you the title. So we've got 2,000 men there. So everyone else I'm actually going to send over to the next piece of land. Hopefully we won't run into any of the Clothing Estates armies just yet, because it's going to take them a while to gather up their troops. But we'll see how we actually get on. In fact, oh, there they are. They're actually all right there. 4,000 of them. In fact, let's get you guys there. Hopefully you'll get out in time. No, unfortunately they won't. Oh, and it looks like they're actually coming straight in to try and defeat us. So let's have a look. We're in the forest territory. We've got 2,300 men. It's my army. Mainly heavy infantry. What are we up against? There's actually a lot of them. If we assault that region, can we do it? Be on the 5th. We've got time yet. Let's see how we get on. We've got reinforcements approaching Dunmarch. Right, so they've run straight into us. Not too much of an issue. We'll see what we can do to actually damage them a little bit. Reinforcements are on the way as well. If we can hold out, I think we'll be okay. And now we'll be able to push on down from Brittleshin Pass. God, that was difficult to say. There we go. Well, that was okay. Could have gone a little bit better. So, several vicious rumours have been circulating about me lately, and with a lot of effort, I've managed to trace them back to Baroness Drasser of Ravenhall. Oh, why does she do this? So obviously we don't like this lady anymore. Why is she trying to do this? We just need to make sure we're keeping an eye on things here. Okay, we're okay. Oh, don't forget, we've got all these prisons as well. We haven't actually done anything with them. Oh, it's all the stuns, isn't it? So let's have a look at Aemma. What have you got? Yeah, you've actually got claims on quite a lot of things, so I don't think we're going to be doing anything with you. Camilla has claims on nothing, so we'll go ahead and release you. Melee have... Yeah, let's go ahead and try and get some money for a couple of you. I mean, it's all with the same people, pretty much. There's 2 people. It's the Barony of Frostfire is 1. Which we can always do, but I'd prefer just to hold out a little bit. So let's go ahead and split the army into 2. And we'll just try and take 2 provinces at the same time. To the humble Lords of Shadows. Lord of Shadows? When did they get that name? Well, might I, it sets the ransoms. So there you go, they've paid the money. Let's see what we can do now. So Patina. That'll be another 10 gold, so we'll do that straight away. Ulrika, what's she got? Claim on the Barony of Whiterun. And Barony of Riverwoods. It's under the Duke. There is siblings. Yeah, there's Aemar there. I don't know if it's the end of the world. I mean, how much are these guys worth? Because, you know, after all, money does talk. I'll release her. Or did I actually do that? Yes, I did. And then we'll try for the other one in a minute. Oh, let's press on. Unfortunately, we've just run into 610 of them. So let's go ahead and just push on in. We still haven't had an event to actually get our vassal limit up a little bit. Well, not our vassal limit, sorry. Our actual diplomacy bonus. But we're working on it, slowly. Right, so Helgen is next. It's over halfway down the siege. Oh, we've got another righteous imprisonment, which has instantly gone away because have we still got it? Yeah, we've got it on auto, so we'll stop auto so we can keep an eye on this. Aemar's been in prison for 5 years now. 10 gold, I think we are going to release him. So the threats, Volskag. We really should be improving the opinion of him by now. It's taken a little bit of time. We'll see what we can do. Looks like the Hagraven War's coming to an end though, we're at 95%. That's not too bad. So each of these provinces, I think... Oh, there we go, ebony deposits. That will do nicely, thank you. Yeah, so each of these provinces are probably going to give us about 5% on the war score, or so I would imagine anyway. Let's get over to Phalke Reef itself. Now don't forget as well, the Hagraven thing we could have done a long time ago. Oh, we can take Sundercliff. So we just usurped the title there, so that's actually not too bad. I'm not going to do any more commanders at the moment. Let's get back on over here, shall we? Is there going to be another army of the Clovian Estates? I'm not too sure there will be. I think we've pretty much got this in the bag, so we'll take Moorgate. But we won't be assaulting. Well, just in case, because we don't know what's around the corner. Now we do have enough money in case we do need to get mercenaries. So we've taken that. We'll head up onto Iron Point now. So they've got 1100 defenders in Phalke Reef. And the morale is dropping very quickly. It's unfortunate that our technology isn't great. I mean, look how many points we're actually getting a month. It is not good at all. A group of unknown cultists have appeared in the province of Scarhammer. Okay. Now don't forget, this war isn't going to be the end of it because we won't take British impasse in this. Which is unfortunate for us. In fact, let's just go. We'll split. Send one of you there. Leave one of you to do the siege. Yeah, so we'll still have British impasse and we'll still have our friends up here. Oh, we're at 100% now with the Hagraven claim, so we'll offer peace. There we go, we've won that. Now we should be able to send some people over. Or can we still not do that? Is that because we're at war? We need to really be trying to convert. Okay, we might have to wait. But we should be able to do it straight away. No, it's only in our particular areas. Okay, fair enough. Ah! My granddaughter's become an expert thief. I'm not too sure that's what we were aiming for. We're not going to actually send her off and get married. She's fine as she is right now. Has my daughter come of age yet? She's 13, so she's quite close. Now, I want to try and get this war over while I'm still alive, because I'm 68 years old. So I could die any minute and this war might actually die with me. So we're going to try and do things a little bit fast. We'll see what sort of an impact this has here. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to send you guys to the Imperial Isle. The two competent contenders are fighting for a position in Winterhold, training the levies there. My guts tell me to choose a younger man who's risen through the ranks fast. while my wife Alyssa is urging me to choose the older man who's never risen above the rank of sergeant. No, I'll choose the younger man. There we go. Right, so we're at 75% now. I just need to stay alive a few more months and Phalke Reef will be ours as well. 79, so 5% each, so I'm going to allow that duel. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15. Yeah, we are going to need to take another territory down here. I mean, after this, we could probably run around and just take the Pale Pass. There we go, 84. Right, get to the Pale Pass as quick as you can. We've arrived on the Imperial Isle as well, and there's no army there to defend against us. I might just assault that actually. There we go, we're at 85%. We no longer have enough men, unfortunately. But very shortly, we should be able to end this war. Got a new chairman as well. Okay, we've got the victory. We're at 96 now. What I am going to do is start moving these men back up here to friendly territory. I think this one, Banner Mist and the Twilight Sepulchre, is going to be the one that wins it, and indeed it is. There we go, so we've taken that, and just as described, Clovian States still have Brittleshire Pass, but we're one step closer to United Skyrim. That's going to be it for the episode, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.